Hello everyone, it's Shel from Paper Rock TO Studio, and it is day 18 of the hashtag November Daily Art Journal 30-day challenge of art journaling every single day. Today is the 18th, and it's the 18th day that I've made an art journal page and a video. Also, the prompt for today is Zing. Now, when I saw that prompt, I'm not sure which one of us made that up, but wow, I did not have an idea. So I looked up the definition of Zing in the Merriam-Webster dictionary. And the simple definition is a quality that makes something exciting or interesting. Other definitions include a shrill humming noise, an enjoyable or exciting, stimulating quality, the synonym being zest, or a sharply piquant flavor. Sharply piquant flavor. And I was watching the Holiday Baking Championship show on TV, and the one girl who won for that episode was talking about Meyer lemons and how they come out in the fall, and she's a baker in California, and they're so excited when the citrus comes out for the holidays. And she made a Meyer lemon and sage pound cake in a bundt pan and made it look like a wreath. And anyway, that got me thinking about how lemons add so much flavor to everything. I love the flavor of lemon and lemon zest going into basically anything that you cook will add like this bright flavor. And so I decided to make my zest page about the zest that lemons add to things. So I'm drawing a little tub full of lemons underneath a lemon tree, and then there's a little sign, and people can come by and buy a lemon for 25 cents. Where I live, there are citrus trees growing in people's yards. There's grapefruits, oranges, and lemons. And sometimes as I'm walking, I will pick a lemon if somebody's tree is hanging over the edge of their wall. There's a couple places like that in my neighborhood where I walk around that I can just pick one. They don't know the difference, and they don't care. I mean, when you have a tree that produces fruit, you always have way too much. Same thing if you happen to have a garden and you're growing zucchini. Usually you have like way too much zucchini. You got to give it away. So I will sometimes in the fall get a lemon off someone's tree and use it for my water. I like to put slices of lemon in my water and my iced tea. So I am aware of what lemons look like because I've seen them on the trees. And then my mother has a grapefruit tree and an orange tree, but the orange tree doesn't get pollinated well enough, and so it doesn't produce enough oranges to suit our taste because they're really, really nice, sweet oranges. And then her grapefruit tree produces way more grapefruit than anyone could possibly eat most of the time. I mean, sometimes they don't produce well. It just depends on the year, but yeah, those trees can be grown right in Tucson, Arizona, right in your yard if you give them water. So that was something I didn't know when I moved here. I didn't think you could grow citrus trees in the desert, but you can. You can also grow roses. Roses do really well. So just a little interesting piece of information that you might not know about the southern Arizona desert. So this is the very last page in my jelly journal, and I really like this jelly print, and I didn't want to paint over it, but I decided that it's the last page and it needs to be done. So after I made my drawing and outlined it with my Faber-Castell Pitt artist pens, which are India ink and permanent, then I'm painting out, just lightening up the background with a little bit of white gesso and some turquoise dilutions paint, just a teeny tiny bit mixed into it, and then that just kind of calms down the background. And I'm going to leave the tree trunk and the ground the color of the jelly print. And then for this sign, I originally thought I was going to whitewash it and then put black printing on it, but I ended up changing my mind. And then the little tub is one of those tin ones, like metal ones. I know you've seen them. I know what you know what I'm talking about. So I use a little bit of golden high flow in fine silver over that just to give it a little bit of that silver sheen. So here's where I change and just kind of like make brown wooden look, streaky, trying to, make a wood grain on my little sign. And I think that looks better. Then I have some scraps of paper in greens and yellows, and I'm going to make leaves and lemons out of these. So I'm just quick trimming very quickly. I can do this very quickly, making a basic leaf shape. 2 at a time. I put like 2 pieces of paper together so that I could get 2 at a time. I could probably do more than that, but 2 at a time was enough. Using a couple different papers. That one is newsprint printed on a jelly plate, and then this one is deli paper, so it's more translucent. And then I have some yellow paint on, just like scraped off on this deli paper, and I'm cutting out a few lemon shapes with it. Then I'm going to use Liquitex gel, matte gel medium, which is my favorite adhesive for doing collage. Most of the time this is what I use. And I'm putting some lemons in the tub, and then I'm going to put some in the tree as well. Strangely, my pen, which is the India ink, is not 100% staying on this background. And I think it's because there was some pretty intense shininess of like some metallic paints on it, and it was glossy and shiny, and I just don't think that the India ink stuck to it very well. It's not a huge problem, it's just I just noticed it. I found it strange because usually those pens don't move at all on no matter what I put them on, but they didn't like this surface. I know there's Titan Buff PBO paint on there, and then there's some like gold shiny paint and some kind of a mulberry color paint. I made these jelly prints a long time ago, so I don't remember exactly what they are, but I thought this one was really cool. I guess because I'm not used to seeing the buff color be the main color of a jelly print. It's unusual for me. Usually I'm going with the whole super bright, crazy bright colors. So I'm just sticking down, I stuck down all the lemons, and then I'm sticking down all these leaves. And of course that takes a minute. This page took me about an hour and a half to make, even though it was only just a small 5x8 page, just because of the cutting and gluing of all the papers. That's a pretty simple concept, but it was a little bit more time consuming than I expected. I do love to collage, though. This is my favorite thing to do, to glue paper to paper or paper to anything, really. I just love it. It's so zen for me. So while you're watching me do this, I guess I can talk about giving a thumbs up to the video, commenting so that I know you were here, subscribing if you haven't already, sharing with other people via Pinterest or Facebook if you want to. All those things help my channel grow, and we really are getting close to 4,000 where there'll be another giveaway of personalized art. So if you want to be involved in that, keep doing those things. I know that there's a video every single day and it's getting to be a lot, but just keep it up. You guys have been doing so well. Also, you can go over to Instagram and check out. A lot of people are participating in this challenge now, and they're posting their pages using the hashtag November Daily Art Journal. And you can go enter that onto Instagram, and you'll find lots and lots of people's pages using the prompts that we put out at the beginning of the month. It's pretty exciting to see everyone participating. I love it. I go over there and I give everyone hearts on their pages, and if I really like it, I leave a little comment, because it's fun to see what other people are doing with the same stuff. Also, of course, down below in the description will be links to Peg's and Sherry's videos if they made one for this prompt. They probably did. I think Lizzie's pretty much not making any videos of hers because she's got that little tiny baby who takes up all her time. But she has been posting pages off and on in the Instagram, so you can see some of hers there. Okay, I've got all my gluing done and all my collaging done, and now I'm going to do some detail work with my Posca pens, writing on my sign. And I'm also going to do a lot of outlining. Sketchy, quick outlining though, not real precise. So this challenge has been a lot of fun for me, and I think you guys have all been enjoying it. Everybody's been really doing well, leaving comments and stuff, so I think everybody's having a good time right along with me. These are my fine tip Posca pens in black and white that you've seen me use on probably almost every single page that I've made. I'm not sure that there is one that I haven't used them on. There may not be. Oh, there's one coming up that I've already completed that I didn't use it on, but actually that would have already passed by now, I guess. I'm going out of town, and so I had to make some of my videos in advance so that there wouldn't be any interruption of service, so I'm getting a little bit confused. Some days I made more than one. Let me tell you, making one video is hard a day. Making 2 videos a day? Wow. That's a little bit crazy. It's not the art, it's the editing. Editing takes several hours, so yeah, I'm not making real precise lines here. I'm just really just making a very sketchy look with my black and white markers, white highlights and black outlines. Just add something to the images. And I'm doing shadows on those words so that they stand out better. So this page was a lot of fun, and I think it does fit the Zing prompt. Although zest might have been better, but zest is a synonym to Zing, so it was a tricky one. I'll be interested to see what other people come up with. Took me a while to think of something. So I think that's it for me, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.